Ronnie James Dio, during his time in Black Sabbath, wrote a song called Heaven and Hell. And in that song, there's a particular lyric that's always stuck with me. That lyric is this: "The world is full of kings and queens who blind your eyes then steal your dreams." More so today than ever before, I think that's true. Let's officially get on into the video here. Blame Truth here, the Codfather himself, bringing you another video. Thank you to my gameplay guy, Sephi, for supplying all the finals gameplay you see here. This is not my gameplay. I've not had a chance to check out the game even. Every single day, I am just obsessively looking for topics and structuring my videos for quality uploads. I'm trying to do quality uploads every single day. You guys know how it is. This is just what I do during the holidays. And today's topic, man, this one hit me last night like a ton of bricks. And I've just been kind of, I don't know, figuring out in my head how to structure this video because there's no nice way to put this. This one in particular really took me back because, as you guys know, I've been doing this a long time, man, since 2000, technically 2007. And someone from my past popped up in the YouTube algorithm. And although I hate to leave you in suspense, what kind of YouTuber would I be if I didn't say? You gotta wait to find out what that is. I mean, you could skip ahead, but it's probably in your best interest to watch all of this. I'm gonna show you the first video I watched, which led me to this video. This is a video from Ottsdarva. As you guys know, I got into Dead by Daylight. I've actually played a few matches with Ottsdarva, just matchmaking randomly as Survivor. But he's a popular Dead by Daylight YouTuber, arguably the most popular one, and he posted this video which led me to this next video about this figure from my past, we'll say. I'm just going to play a clip from his video because it's going to lead into the next one pretty fluidly, we'll say.
Wait! You're a cheater! What the? What?
So that entire video is just a collection of cheaters he's run into in the past couple of days, I think is the time frame. And it's a pretty long video. There's a lot of blatant cheaters, but this got me thinking. I've run into people who I thought maybe could be cheating, but I don't know. Something weird will happen, and it's almost like stealth cheating. Like, it's just one small thing they're doing or they've given themselves buff-wise that it's really hard to prove with the naked eye. Like, they might be slightly faster, or they might be running one extra perk, or something of that nature. And I started thinking back to my time on Modern Warfare 2, where I swear to you, 15 years straight, I never ran into a single cheater on Call of Duty. Now, granted, I played mostly console, but it wasn't until Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2, and I skipped Modern Warfare 2019. I didn't play that much Cold War, but it wasn't until Modern Warfare 2022 where I ran into a blatant cheater. I sadly don't have footage of this, or at least I couldn't find the footage if I did record it. I got a really messy Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 gameplay folder still, so I don't know if I just didn't title it right or whatever. But yeah, it was just a guy basically aimbotting with the one-shot kill G3 battle rifle, whatever that's called, the Lockman 7.62, I think that's it. The one that one-shot kills to the head, and he would always one-shot to the head. He made it look not super obvious. It wasn't until like the end of the match that I really noticed it, and I really kind of studied what he was doing. And I'm like, wait, no, that's a cheater. Like, I just know. The sad thing is I pretty much competed with him, so he wasn't that good, but I don't know, that's like the first experience where I ran into a blatant cheater. But outside of that, I really haven't experienced a lot of cheating issues. I do know that they're in the game. I see them all the time on, social media platforms and whatnot. But after seeing that video, after like combing through my experiences, and after seeing the video I'm going to cover in just a second, I was thinking in my head, how many people are out there actually just cheating and we don't know? Like, yeah, some people make it super obvious, but how many people are out there cheating right now? Not just in Call of Duty, but any multiplayer game, and we just do not know. They have these micro advantages that you simply cannot detect just from playing against them most of the time. Maybe they'll turn it on like wall hacks or something like that when they're losing, but maybe not have it on the rest of the game. How many people are actually fucking doing this shit? I'm going to show you this video, which blew my mind right here. I'm just going to show you the title. And if you know who this guy is, you know he's been around basically as long as I have. Syndicate, or Pro Syndicate. He's been around, I think since, don't quote me on this, I think since 2009 or so. This video popped up fresh off the press. I think when I watched it, it had maybe 20,000 views or whatever. I see it's taken off since then, deservedly so. This video is a deep dive on how this man basically hacked Black Ops 1 zombies and misled people and lied about his world record way back in 2010 on console, it appears. I think it was on console that he recorded this from. This guy got so many views off of these zombies videos. I think nowadays he's pretty rich. But if you watch this video, I'm not going to actually clip anything from it. I think you need to watch the entirety of the video because I wasn't convinced going into it that it would be anything other than maybe these like hacker hunter people that are just doing it for clicks or whatever. But I don't know, man. I watched this video in full. It's pretty much irrefutable, the evidence that's been gathered. And the fact that like this is being called out so far after the fact is insane to me. I watched this video and I'm thinking in my head, how many motherfuckers have been cheating the system since I've been doing this? Seriously. Now I called this out back in the day, like way back in the day. I remember White Boy 7th Street posting his videos under like pets and animals or whatever. Posting Call of Duty videos under pets and animals, that category. Because at the time there was an exploit within the YouTube algorithm. Because it wasn't really an algorithm, it was more like by ranking or whatever. And there weren't a lot of pets and animals videos at the time. So by putting his COD video in pets and animals, it would get to the top and then get like suggested more and seen more. And he could get away with it because he like barked like a dog for 3 seconds or something in the video. Stuff like that. And I'm thinking in my head, way back then, I'm like, why does this work? I don't know. Why do people fall for it? Why does this work? I don't understand it. And look, man, I'm not of the cancel culture variety. I'm not that type of dude, man. I think people can make mistakes. I think people can lie. I think people can fuck up. As long as you, like, I don't know, apologize for it and try to change. I'm not one of those people that's going to hold grudges and hold these people to impossible standards. I try to hold people to the same standards I hold of myself. And even when he did that, like, whole CSGO lotto loot box thing, I'm like, okay, that was a lapse in judgment, clearly. But no, like, it's worse because he's doubling down on this lie. And he's been doing it since people started making these, like, documentaries to start with. I mean, people have been making videos. They aren't as popular as this 500,000 view one or whatever, but they've been making videos stating these things and researching these claims and showing proof and whatnot since 2021. Here he is responding and doubling down that, no, it's legit still. And this one comes out, and I mean, it's irrefutable. I'll link it in the pinned comment or whatever. I remember way back in the day, Wings of Redemption and Syndicate, like, doing that 1v1 on Bog, and Wings tried to pay him to lose. He tried to pay him, like, 3K under the table to just take a dive or whatever, and then Syndicate leaked that out and looked really, really heroic. But I guess, like 12 some odd years later, Wings of Redemption has the last laugh. For what it's worth, I've always enjoyed Wings of Redemption more than Syndicate because Syndicate's always come across as really, really fake. And look, I would rather people be like insufferable douchebags if that's who they really are than be like nice or overly positive or whatever if they're faking it. And I don't know if I was just blessed with the ultimate bullshit detector or whatever. I think that's my God-given talent. I really do. I really, really do. And, back in school even, I was very, very vocal about my disdain for daylight savings time not being year-round. Why do the clocks change? No one could give me like an actual concrete, verified answer on why this was a thing in present day. Like, what benefits does it have in present day? The point where I do believe, is it Arizona, New Mexico, or whatever? They've just done away with it. They're just like, daylight savings time is just on all the time, or maybe it's the opposite. Either way, they don't change the clocks. I remember being very vocal about the food pyramid. It didn't make any sense to me. And then I realized, upon watching another video on YouTube with cited sources on the matter, that the food pyramid was essentially bought. Like food companies would basically pay for exposure on that. I'm not even kidding. It's 11 servings of bread a day. Nobody needs that much bread. We're not fucking ducks at the park. But I don't know, man. I saw this and it really got me thinking, like, who out there is cheating as a content creator? Like, legit cheating. I know there's the Hacker Hunter channels, but I think, I don't know, man. I don't buy a lot of that stuff just because they're looking for that controversy. They're looking to be very, very, I guess, dramatic with it. And I get it. It's YouTube, I'll go ahead and admit right now, like, I've been a little more clickbaity than usual. That's because Call of Duty is dead. Like, it's not very interesting right now. I felt so bad for one of my clickbait thumbnails, actually, from the other day that I changed it. So apologies for that, but... Man, guys, it's tough. It's tough being a YouTuber. I get it. You got to kind of bend the rules, maybe not break them sometimes, but I feel like I've messed up. I really do. I feel like I should have just lied way back in the day and got rich and then dealt with the consequences later, like this guy's doing. That sounds weird. That sounds weird to say, but like... I don't know. I've had all this integrity so long. I've tried to have all this integrity so long. I've tried to be honest so long, and it's difficult to see a world where that's ever gonna be actually rewarded, if that makes sense or whatever. Most people wouldn't even mention the fact that they're clickbaiting with their thumbnails. Like, guys, no, 100%. Like, I've been a little clickbaity lately. Not even gonna lie there. Like, 100%. But back to the main topic, I guess. If cheaters were a thing way back then in 2010 from high-profile individuals on YouTube or any other platform or whatever, like, how many others are actually doing it? And I don't think we can ever truly find out. There are rumors for a lot of people being cheaters, like looking off to the sides and looking at monitors and stuff like that. And all this stuff is pretty much speculation. Again, I think that's more of just the Hacker Hunter people. Essentially drumming up drama for views or whatever. So I get it, but I don't know. It just seems online gaming, multiplayer gaming in general seems very, very chalked right now. And this is coming from, like, I don't know, a guy that's been doing this for so long. I've been online gaming since 2006. Technically, actually, no, 2004. I started on my PlayStation 2, SmackDown vs. Raw, 2007 on PlayStation 2. I played that online. And come to think of it, that game was actually filled with cheaters as well. This is what I don't understand. I understand that, yes, Activision and a lot of people implementing skill-based matchmaking into their games are aiming to up their player retention and make profit from that, especially Activision. I mean, they're using EOMM, and I covered this a few videos ago. They're using EOMM, which is basically a casino with how the matchmaking works. It's there to get you addicted. Why wasn't all this like research and all this money put into a proper anti-cheat? Do they need to be a billion-dollar company? Does Bobby Kotick need his 8th Lamborghini? Another dinner of diamond-encrusted lobster? Does he need that? Can we just really, really focus on the anti-cheat for everything going forward? That needs to be the like, no ifs, ands, or buts here. That needs to be the most important thing in a video game from here on out. Finding out that people I mean, it's technically co-workers, because we were all on Machinima Respawn, whatever. Technically, my co-workers were cheating the system. 13 years ago. I had no idea until today. That shit blows my mind. It blows my mind. Anti-cheat, a proper anti-cheat. That like, all the resources need to be going into this. I think we need an actual dedicated team along with, AI reporting and whatnot, covering cheaters in video games. I truly do. I think we should honestly take it a step further and maybe even make it illegal to the point where it's a felony. I'm not sure how that would ever get passed with the dinosaurs, that are our politicians nowadays, but they don't even know what Call of Duty is. They probably think it's some fiber thing to make their bowel movements regular. Yeah, it's a poop joke. I'm sorry. I just could not resist. Anyway, guys, I guess that's going to be it for the video. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay. Thank you again, Seffi. And, man, my mind's blown. My mind's blown. 13 years in the making here. I don't know what to say other than I have never cheated in an online multiplayer video game. I can't even remember the last time I used, like, cheats to do anything, like even in a single player game. And the fun fact, actually, before I close this video out, do you know, I've never even gotten a nuke in Modern Warfare 2. I never even equipped the nuke in Modern Warfare 2, the OG Modern Warfare 2. Never got a nuke, never equipped the nuke, because I thought it was cheap. I didn't like the fact that it ended the game. I didn't like the fact that I could go into a domination game, get a 25 kill streak, and then just end the game and not play the objective. Never liked that, so I never equipped it. Honest to God, if you go to my channel, or you can search far and wide, you will not find a single video of me getting a nuke in Modern Warfare 2. You'll find plenty of Moabs in Modern Warfare 3. It didn't end the game. You know, I got tons of Moabs. I love getting Moabs. I think I got I think the total Moab counter by the time I ended Modern Warfare 3 was like 56 or something like that. Love getting those. Never got a nuke. Thought it was cheap. That's the kind of like integrity I have as far as playing a video game right goes. The fact that certain people, you know, even called me out for quote-unquote cheating when I would reverse boost and let it be known. I mean, again, if enough people actually thought that, if it wasn't just some weirdos that are soft, I wouldn't do it either. I mean, if it came down to it, I just wouldn't play the game. If it came to that, you know, like if I just didn't enjoy the game, spoilers, the game still sucks if you reverse boost, but I digress. If it came down to it, yeah, I just wouldn't play it. I just get my gameplay guys to play like regular legit lobbies, and I'm hoping all my gameplay guys are legit. I'm sure they are. They seem like swell people, but man, you just never know. You never know. Guys, what is your experience with the cheaters on any game, really? I mean, not just Call of Duty, but any game. What's been your experience? I could have ran into so many and not even known it. I mean, I skipped so many kill cams that they might as well not even be a thing anymore. I skip kill cams constantly. I don't know, man. It's such a weird time we're in. It really is. I feel like the cheating problem has just gotten progressively worse since Syndicate did that back in 2010, and we're just now finding it out. But, you know, it's getting really, really bad, it seems like. Really, really bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Have a good one. Peace.
Some parting advice?